I'm John, and today I want to share an unusual 30-second tip with you that will help you burn more fat. And it's a tip that costs you no money, it's absolutely free, and you have everything you need for this homemade fat burner in your kitchen right now. Warning, when you hear this tip, you may laugh out loud or think I'm joking, but I'm going to prove it to you. I'm going to do that with some science. Here's what you have to do. Ready? Get up in the morning, head to your freezer, grab some ice, and put that in a 24-ounce glass. Then pour fresh water in the glass and drink it down. Repeat 2 more times in the day, and always 2 hours after eating a meal and 1 hour before. That's it. What? Did you expect something crazy or more fancy sounding than that? Maybe? I don't know. Sorry to make your fat burning so easy, yet check this out. I've got 20 more tips. Tips I call the fat burning switches. Stick around. I'll be sharing a lot more with you about these fat burning power tools later in this presentation, so keep watching. Now what's amazing is that these switches burn a lot of your daily calories without massive changes to your diet or exercise. No, really. And how many calories can you burn? Well, it depends on your size and your activity level, naturally, but anywhere from 400 to 1,100 calories per day. Now let's put that into perspective. That's far more than most people can burn during even an intense workout. And that's more than most people try to diet off by making calorie-cutting food changes to lose weight. And even better, that would equal over 40 pounds of fat on the low end of the scale. That's the low end. So this time next year, you could burn off over 50 pounds of calories just by quote-unquote tricking your body to burn more fat with these switches, without major diet changes and without exercise. I bet I have your attention now. Naturally, if you include a healthy meal plan and fun activity, you burn even more. But my switches do not involve either. No diet, no exercise. Just very clever body tricks that burn fat using 5 powerful metabolic triggers. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, these triggers lower insulin resistance, which leads to obesity. And the higher your insulin levels are, the more weight you tend to gain. These triggers increase the fat-burning hormone leptin to help burn off that really stubborn belly fat and hard-to-lose body fat you might be carrying. And the other triggers, well, frankly, they're kind of boring. Stuff like SIRT1 and lipid nutrient mobilization. Yeah, I mean, that boring. Yet, who cares? These triggers work. And they are super simple for you to use. And I have 21 key switches that you can flip on fast to activate each trigger daily. Think of this as the smart person's diet, I guess. Let's talk about the first switch, ice water. How does that burn off fat, and how much? How much fat are we talking about? Well, this is actually very simple science. But again, it sounds kind of boring. But again, who cares, right? It works. Have you ever heard the scientific definition of what a calorie is? We tend to think of calories as bad things we eat or things we count. Yet, neither of these are true in the scientific sense. A calorie is merely the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of 1 gram of water by 1 degree Celsius. I warned you this was kind of boring. No kidding. And that's all a calorie is, and all it's ever been since the birth of time. So logically, we just have to raise our core temperature a bit, and that is my 5th trigger, by the way. It's called thermogenesis. Fancy word for increased body heat. It takes 1 scientific calorie to raise 1 gram of water by 1 degree Celsius in standard conditions. And 1 gram of water equals about 1 milliliter of water. Now, hang with me, I know I'm getting a little technical. Since ice-cold water is about 0 degrees Celsius, it takes 37 calories to raise 1 milliliter of it from 0 to 37 degrees Celsius, or the basal core temperature of your body. And so our 60-odd ounces of ice water burns about 70 calories from your body's energy stores. If you want to know where that is, pinch your belly for your energy stores. And it does it every day. So what, you may think? 70 calories? Well, consider this. That's just one of my 21 fat-burning switches. Just one. And 70 calories times 365 days equals 25,550 calories. Or, to make that even more clear, over 8 pounds pounds of pure fat. So consider it this way. If I said, guess what? I lost 8 pounds this year doing no exercise, no dieting, and spending just 30 seconds a day doing it. Would that get your attention? Well, it darn well better. And just to put that into perspective, according to an article published in the Medicine and Science in Sports and Exercise Journal, a 200-pound man would need to run nearly 8 miles to burn off just 1,000 calories. And a 140-pound woman would need to run over 11 miles to burn off 1,000 calories. Are you starting to see the power of these simple switches? I hope so. And imagine how painful it would be to cut 500 calories a day out of your diet. Or how about 1,000 calories a day or more? Hey, believe me, I've done it, and it's no fun. So you can imagine how excited I got when I realized I could flip these switches and get the same net result as running 8 miles or starving myself with 1,000 calories less food. That's the equivalent of 2 big, juicy cheeseburgers, or 5 bowls of vanilla ice cream, or 4 candy bars. In just a few minutes from now, I'm going to show you how you could start using all 21 fat-burning switches in just minutes a day, just minutes, and why trying to diet and exercise before you discover what I'm going to share with you is not the best way or the fastest way to lose weight. So, by all means, keep watching.